Oh, hello there, everyone. Welcome back. This is Will, K-Mac Vintage. How's everyone today? Look at me in my nice new vintage Pac-Man shirt. Oh my God, I love these. I've got two of them. I got one like this that is blue, and I have a yellow one that's a bit different of a pattern. But anyway, I saw them on Facebook, and I ordered a couple of them, and I liked them. And I had a nice lunch today with my mother. We went to a brunch out on the other side of the island. It's about a 30-minute drive away. Um, but we live like in the middle of the island. Close to the coast, and driving 30 minutes to go to the east side of the island, a nice restaurant, and we went and had a brunch and then came back. And I decided to do another video test run with this new setup I have. So if you haven't watched my previous video, a quick a quick info on it. A friend of mine gave me his old MacPro 5,1, and then I come find out that that's a kick-ass machine. So I decided to set it up as my daily driver for the channel, being streaming, YouTube, recording, and so forth, and also to use it for normal stuff because I have it hooked up here. I've got two monitors here, but the top one is still on my old Windows machine, and the bottom monitor that I'm looking at now is hooked up to the Mac Pro. It's got 96 gigs of RAM. I put in two 500 gigabyte SSDs. I got two 500 gig spinners. I have a new USB card coming for it. I have a NVMe PCIe card coming for it, a 1 terabyte blade to put into that. So this thing's going to be kicking ass. And even now, it is booting up OpenCore Monterey. And then I also have that's on one SSD, and on the other SSD, I have Windows 11. So I can boot both and do both on here. So anyway, what I need to do right now is, because I sold one, is I need to make one of these. So this is our meter. Now this thing is too that we made a little change to it. This is the higher profile meter, and with the DIN connector. We've basically done away with the DIN connector because no one's really ordering that, and it means using two of these DB19 connectors, and that's kind of a waste. So we did away with the DIN, and that allowed us to make this a bit lower profile. Right now on my printer there behind me, right there, I have a new case printing for it right now, and it's a lower profile. We lowered it by 6 millimeters. So that's a nice thing that's happening. Let me switch you to the desk cam. You can see what I have here. This is the board. And then this DB19 goes here. Very simple to connect in and solder. Okay, and then the 3 meters go here. I have a blue, and a red. The two blues are the 12 volt and the 5 volt, and the red is the negative 12 volts. So it's a fairly standard procedure to put these on. There's not too much to it. Let me zoom this in a little bit. Because a lot of my work here is going to be not under the scope or anything. I can probably zoom in some more. I think I want to change this camera and get a autofocus one and auto zoom. I had one, but it died on me, so I need to find a new good one that will work with the Mac. So what I need here are a couple standoffs. 1, 2. That's for one display. 2, 3 displays. Okay, I need 6 nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. And 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Okay, that's it on those. So now, also, let me know how this looks, y'all. I need to know. I need some feedback. I need to know how the video looks, how the audio sounds. I had to reset up everything, so it's a complete new setup. I still have a Stream Deck is up there controlling things for me. So right now all I'm doing is just putting on these spacers. You'll know that this meter was the first item that my team made. It was technically my idea. And then Joaquin made the board. We had a couple different versions. Oh, why does this one not want to go on? The first version, we come find out that it was too wide because we put the DIN connector on the side. And then we came up with this all in a line narrower version. And now we have one that's even lower profile. And that's one side. Some more light on the subject here. That's the one thing that I'm finding out, that under Windows, these cameras have a lot more control than you do on a Mac. Like on a Mac, I can't tell it to shut off in OBS. I can't tell it to, if the camera is not selected, shut it off like I could in Windows. So technically right now, even cameras that are not being used, they're technically on. My CPU usage, 30%, not bad, because I am recording at a higher definition. So really that's not too bad, 32. I am at 60 frames per second also, so. So it is a pretty good recording level. Okay, so now let's go with the red. Right now I'm going to tighten them down tight, but normally I don't. I leave them free flowing a bit. And the only reason why I'm doing that is for me to solder them and to not have too much in the way. Now, the reason why I need to make this is because I had a sale for one, so I make these as they're ordered. Okay, so that's the -12. Hopefully the case for it will be finished by the time I'm finished building this. All right. I don't snip the wires or anything. I leave them the way they are because there's enough room to bundle the wires underneath it. Okay, so there they are. -12, 5, and 12. And they are labeled right here in order. So it's just a very easy solder just to connect them all in. Um, I will actually reroute this to the other side. So all right, so let's go to the scope and we can solder these in. Okay, so hopefully that video looks pretty good for y'all too. Don't know why it looks dark for me on the camera. Anyway, hopefully I'll get some feedback from y'all and you'll let me know how it looks. All right, so basically the color code goes the same way: black, red, white. So if we look at this, it's right in the same order as how the wires come. Oh, let me turn on my soldering iron. So basically all I'm going to do is just drop that straight in there. I'm going to flip it over, you see. And I need to focus for you a little bit better. I don't know why it looks so dark. All right. I am going to put a little bit of flux on this because I'm holding it with my hands on the other side. That way I can just put some solder on my tip and just transfer it over. All right, that one is connected. Now we come to the next one. The same thing. So really there's nothing too fancy with this. Again, I'm going to hold them there. I'm going to put some flux. Okay. Then we come to the last one. Checking some things that came in on my phone. Okay, and here the same thing. I need to see if I can improve this. This camera light for y'all, because on the camera it looks very dark. To me, it looks good. So please let me know, y'all. And I'm gonna check the video too before I upload it. Okay. So now the other thing to put on is this DB19 connector. That just goes in right there, just like that. Oh, okay. And what I'm going to do right now is just solder one. Why I do that is for me to see how if this is straight. Okay, that's good. So now I'll just okay, that's holding that. I'm going to solder this one. That will hold. Now I come back and do this one. Okay. And believe me, I have 1,000 of these DB19 connectors. Now the other thing too is that FujiNets, I'm building 10 more. So I've added them back to the site, so they are available for purchase. And they're at a low price of $70 complete with all the harness and adapter and cables you need. Lowest price compared to everyone else. Most other people have it going for $85 complete or $90 or even above $100. So I have mine at 70. I'm still making a little bit, not much, but it is worth my time. And again, it's being done for the community, not for my gain. So I don't need it for my gain. I have other sources for my income. All I'm doing now is trying to reroute some of these a bit nicer down here. Okay, and now to get this one to move in there also, I could loosen them up a little bit. That gives me a little bit more play. Let me switch to the other camera so you can see more what I'm doing. So I'm just basically trying to route these wires a bit nicer underneath them. So now that they're a little bit looser, I can matter of fact, this one, you can even loosen this one completely. Why I did that, so I can just push that down in there better. Okay, now I can put it back. And the other thing is too, when I tighten these on, I don't want to tighten it completely because I need a little bit of play in it for when the case gets put on it. So it has a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, so they have a little bit of wiggle room, which is fine, which is good. A little bit too much. Okay, now we can take this one here. Really, I don't even need a board that boots up completely. I can just... Oh, but this is not gonna use a SE30 because SE30 is not gonna give me -12. I have a CI here that I built, and it has the floppy still. I don't need memory or nothing. I just want to see what comes up. And there we are. Okay, there we go. Okay. So I have the 11, 11.8, 5.02, 11.9. So my voltages are good. Yay! So now I need to wait for the case. Let me see how much longer that has to print. Still has 16 minutes to go. It's on layer 27. It's got 73 total layers. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'll leave this here. That's there. I want to see something if I go to scope and scope cam properties. This is USB video, okay. I want to put this back over here. I want to try to brighten that up a little bit. Let me see if I can, if there's anything I can fix on this. And of course, everything is grayed out. I think I need to switch this back over to the other adapter I was using because I can't change anything on this. I do that from I thought there was a setting in this I could go to. Yeah, you see there, what is that? That is microscope brightness. I'm hoping maybe that might be a bit better for y'all to see. Let me go here to some writing. Yeah, that looks a lot better for me. Because this is a whiteboard. I mean, let me look at the purple one. You know, I think that might be too bright. Let me see. We'll leave it at this. I think this is a better because I don't have that many whiteboards. Yeah, this looks better this way. If you all agree, I hope so. So, anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this recording a little bit. I'm going to pause this recording a little bit, and I'll be back when my case is ready. So I'll be back. All right, folks, I've come back. Here's my case now. So really, the case is real simple. And normally, I like to try to get this one in first. And this is why I leave the screens a little bit slack, is for them to be able to drop in. Okay, that one is in. Sorry, I got to move it a little bit off of where you can't see, but okay, there we go. See, now they're all nice and flush. Okay, and then they're good and tight. Now I can put the bottom piece on. And shoot, I gotta go to finish some laundry too. The screws I have. I think it's these longer ones. Yeah. And this is a macrometer. I'll show you the difference in the profile height in a minute once I finish it. I try to close it as tight as possible. And we're about to have a macrometer with no din. The din, I mean, some people bought them, but not too many. Okay. And there we are. So now if we look at the height difference, you can see a little bit of difference. It's about 6 millimeters lower. So you can look at them here, you can see. Because of that, we got rid of the writing, because or else it would look too actually tight and too. But yeah, it's so here's your 12, your 5, and your -12. It does say it on it. Kind of hard to see on the camera, but it does say it. And also these two are the positive ones, so they are blue, and this one is red because it is negative. I'm gonna do a quick test on it on my other machine over here. Sorry, it's out of camera view. It's just a plus that's sitting here. So I just plug that in. Yep, there we go. We're good. Good to go. So this one I will ship out tomorrow to its owner. So that will basically complete this video, because I don't want to mix things together. But what I did do, while I was waiting for the case to finish, I took off all these things off of a CI that I'm busy reloading. So some things that I need, the 2 switches, the power stuff, the LED, the switch, and the crystals over here that I need to put on. So that's my next video, guys. So for now, I can't play the like and be right back stuff in that because I don't have it set up yet on my Stream Deck and OBS. But I'm slowly working out some of these little bugs that I'm finding in this in my changeover. But I am glad I did it. I love this machine so much more. I mean, I don't know. It's just macOS versus Apple versus Windows. I guess I'm a diehard Apple person now. Although I made my career off of PCs and Microsoft and Windows. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. So you saw how we make the macrometer. If you want any, go to their website. You can buy some there. And I make them as they're ordered. I don't really keep too much stock of this. They're easy to make. They're not so hard. So I can make a couple more. So if you need one, you want one, please go there. And in the meantime, I'll check and see how many I have listed that I can still sell, because I don't have that many boards of it left. But yeah, so thank you for watching, folks, and I'll be doing another video soon. Probably later tonight, because in about 45 minutes I gotta go to my mom's house. So anyway, see you all. Y'all have a great afternoon, evening, morning, night, day, whatever it is, and all the best. Okay, thank you.